We all need a little time off, a little time just to go inwards, to go deeper, to listen from within. During these uncertain times, we need a lot of that. This yoga class is really aiming to create that self-love and self-space that you need to grow within. So in just a couple of minutes, I want you to gather that intention to create self-love and join me on the mat to begin in a really peaceful, restorative flow to help you create that space. Let's get started by seating at the back of our mat today, hands on our knees in hero's pose. We're just going to take a few deep breaths, and on your next one, bringing your hands up all the way towards the sky. Bringing them towards your heart, eyes are closed. And just giving yourself some space to breathe with a couple of deep inhalations. Once more, inhaling, your hands go up. And exhaling, let's bring them all the way down to our heart. Creating space to begin our practice, to begin a ritual of self-love. Again, inhaling, bring your arms up all the way, this time going into child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat. And breathing intentionally in and out. It can be hard to create self-love, especially during this time. And bringing yourself on the mat allows you to create that love from within. It's so important. Just go ahead and breathe here. Rolling up and taking our cat-cow, bringing our navel down. And then rolling up into our cat, looking down and bringing your chin to your chest. Again, navel down towards the mat into cow. And exhaling, bringing your spine up like a cat. Again, navel go down towards the mat. Exhaling up and go back into your child's pose, forehead onto the mat. Let's roll up, bringing our hands behind us. And opening up our throat chakra here, just looking up towards the sky. And then keeping your hands unwinded, just bringing them towards the sky here, your forehead on the mat. Try to bring your hips up as well, stretching out the back. And now bringing yourself onto your knees, keeping your hands still intertwined, and looking up towards the sky, opening up your heart, opening up your throat. Wonderful. Go back down, head towards the mat here. Your hands are still staying intertwined. And let's go ahead and sit back down, bringing yourself into your tabletop. One more round of cat-cow. Let's go back into our cats. And now let's go into our puppy pose, extending both of our arms in front of us, and either resting your forehead on the mat, or if you want a deeper stretch, try to bring your chin all the way towards the mat. What we're doing here is going deep into your upper spine, really opening up that space to create self-love, to create self-worth. When we're really feeling stressed, we have a lot of back pain. So this is a wonderful posture to put some love in that area of our bodies. So let's go ahead and breathe in and out slowly. You're doing wonderfully. Just a couple more breaths here. Just take your time. Hold and breathe. You're exactly where you are on your mat. Wonderful. Let's come up. And at this stage, let's go ahead and come into our plank position. And bringing your hips up, downward facing dog. Once again, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae into your plank and using your hips to go back into your downward facing. Very nice, vertebrae by vertebrae into your plank. Using your hips back into downward facing dog. One last time, going into your plank position. And this time, bringing your knees to the mat. Going into your first chaturanga, first into our sphinx pose. So bringing our forearms onto the mat and extending your neck. Your feet are engaged, your thighs are engaged. So point your toes and look up. Feel the sun or the space on your face here. And breathe. Once again, feeling a nice opening in our back. A great way to open up our throat chakra. Chakra very important to feeling love and self-worth. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to the upper corners of our mat, extend our arms, and just do little waves here. So on your inhalation, let's extend our arms, and on our exhalation, bringing your forehead to the mat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward to the mat. Inhale, extending. Exhale, forward to the mat. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come back up into all fours. And then slowly, with love and compassion, going back into our downward facing dog. Very nice here. Let's walk at our dog, bending one knee and then the other, feeling it out. Feel the difference perhaps between the first down dog and this one. In just a moment, we're going to lift our right leg to go into three-legged dog. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and lift it up. Feeling that nice deep stretch in our psoas and stacking our hips one on top of the other. Flexing the foot and feeling that nice deep stretch. If you want, and if you're capable and if it's within your practice, go ahead and take your wild thing. Bringing the right leg behind you, standing on your tippy toes, and bringing your pelvis closer to the sky, allowing yourself to go into a deep back bend and open up your whole entire torso to the sky. Hold and breathe. When you're ready, let's go back into our three-legged dog. And then you're going to go ahead and step that leg on the outside of your mat. And then using your right hand, push that knee away from you and allow that hip to fall open. And let's go ahead and take another series of our waves here though, bending our elbows, going up on our inhalation and down on our exhalation. So inhale, let's go up. Exhale, bend your elbows, go down. Inhale up. And at this time, bringing the back knee all the way down to the floor. And let's go into a very nice deep hip opener here, our lizard pose. So bringing your forearms to the floor, if that's comfortable for you. Remember, you're exactly where you need to be in your practice, so if you can't get here today, that's okay. Just stay with your arms outstretched, but if you're able to, bringing your forearms down and just connecting your palms, allowing that hip to open with each exhalation you take. An excellent way to really get rid of any negative energy is we store a lot of that in our hips. So just hold and breathe. You're doing an amazing job. Just keep focusing on that self-love that we manifested in the beginning of the practice, that we aim to stimulate, and send all of that love into your hip. So throughout this practice, we're going to be sending love in various parts of the body that seem to be blocked. So all I want you to do is focus on that. Wonderful. Let's come back up. And at this time, we're going to go into our half split posture. So go ahead and extend that right leg, flex the foot, make sure that your hips are squared. So push your left hip back and your right hip forward, and just allow your head to fall to the knee. Make sure that your back is straight, so we're really hinging from the hips. Allowing your forehead to fall to the knee, and just hold and breathe. If you run a lot or hike a lot, this is a really, really nice stretch for your hips. So go ahead and just breathe. Just focus. Now bringing that self-love into our hamstring, to the back of our thighs. Wonderful. Let's come back into our low lunge. Tuck that back toe in, and then let's bring all of our hands towards the sky. Our low crescent lunge. Hold and breathe. And when you feel ready, go ahead and lift that back knee and go into our full lunge. Bringing our hands on top of our heart and feeling our heartbeat, feeling that love and that cultivation of that power, that energy, especially in our throat chakra. Open up our arms to even gather more love, to manifest more self-love, to create that space. And then bringing your hands towards the mat, let's step back into our plank position and take a full chaturanga flow. Inhale, uphill, upward facing. My thighs are off the mat, my shoulders are away from my ears. And then come back into my downward facing dog. Beautiful job, you guys. Just go a bit further. See if your heels reach the floor now. Wonderful. Let's take it on the other side. My left leg now raises towards the top of the sky. As I did on the other side, I'm going to stack one hip on top of the other, flexing my foot, and allow myself to feel that openness in my psoas muscle. One side is always different than the others. That's okay if you have a different sensation. If it's within your practice, go ahead and take that wild thing now. So bringing your left leg behind you, standing on your tippy toes, and then bringing your pelvis up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Beautiful work. Let's go back into our three-legged dog now. Open up, open up. And then bringing that foot on the outside of our mat to go into the other side of our lizard, to go deep into our hip. Once again, using my left hand now to push away that left knee. And then taking again those little waves. So inhale, I extend my elbows. Exhale, I bring my forehead to the mat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward to the mat. Inhale, extend. And this time bringing my other knee towards the floor. And then going down into my lizard. So once again, my left hip is falling away from me. And I'm just trying to create space in that area of my body now. If it feels comfortable for you, as you did on the other side, you can put your forearms on the mat, your hands together, and just release here. If you're not there yet today, that's okay. Just stay with your arms stretched, looking in front of you, or looking on the mat, whatever feels right for you today. And we're just going to stay here in the stagnant position just a bit to bring more love into our hips, especially into that psoas muscle that's working for us to release negative energy. Hold and breathe. You're doing an amazing job. Some things can be out of our control, but we can always cultivate love and self-love for us. That's always within our control. So just focus on that. Focus on that sensation that you can make for you today. One more big deep breath in. And let's go ahead and bring our hands up. Very nice. Going into our half split posture. As we did on the other side, extend that left leg now, making sure our hips are squared. So I'm pushing my right hip back, my left hip forward, extending my leg, flexing my foot, and bringing my forehead towards my knee on each exhalation that I take. Once again, if you hike, run, this is a wonderful pose to do for you. Now at this time, sending love and self-practice to our hamstring, just to cultivate that wonderful expansion of gratitude. Allow yourself to feel that love and that posture, that care. Beautiful. Let's go back into our low lunge. Tuck that back toe. Extend open your arms towards the sky. Bringing your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel that love that you've cultivated, that you've created so far. And let's go into our high lunge, extending your arms towards the sky. Again, let's bring our hands towards our heart here. Extend your hands towards the side of our body, just cultivating even more positive energy. Bringing our hands up towards the sky, let's go ahead and bring them down. Step back into our plank position, taking a flow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog on your out breath, look up. and exhale, downward facing. Beautiful, you guys. Just feel this nice deep stretch in your downward facing dog now. Feel the difference between your first down dog and this down dog. What feels different? Beautiful. Look up towards the top of your mat and let's take baby steps as much as you can until we reach the front of our mat. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, let's sit down on our buttocks, putting your feet in front of you and reach as if you're trying to grab something. Let's go about halfway. And at this time, we're going to stretch out our right leg, take it with our left hand, and my right arm is going to go towards the back of my mat. Just a little gentle twist to wring out any negative energy we don't need today. Just hold and breathe. Wonderful way really to let go of anything. Let's go ahead and switch legs. This time my left leg extends. I'm grabbing it with my right hand and extending my right hand all the way up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. A great way to let go of any toxins we don't need in the body. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and again reach forward, going gently on our backs. This time we're going to bring both of our knees into our stomach. We're going to extend our hands and we're going to go into our shoulder stance. So in shoulder stance, we're really balancing on our forearms and on our elbows and extending our legs towards the sky. We're really supporting our back, our lower back, by supporting our sacrum, and our legs are going up towards the sky and they're pointed. We're contracting really the torso, the chin, creating this really nice compression in that area of the body. If you're on your period, please do not do this exercise. Just please stay in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can take another pose here. And now we're going to go ahead and do our plow. So both of our feet come towards the back of our head. And we're just going to extend our arms into our interlaced position and just allow ourselves really to breathe here. Feeling that nice compression and holding and breathing. Very wonderful way to ignite the digestive system, to wring out anything that no longer serves us. And now allow yourselves, and this is only if you can, to bring your knees to cup your ears and have the tibia touch the mat. So this is quite advanced, so if you don't feel that today, no worries at all. Stay in your plow or in your shoulder stance, or if you're on your period and if you're going through some stomach problems, just go ahead and stay in another position. But this is a really good way for digestion. Beautiful. Let's go into our plow. And for those of us who are in our shoulder stance, let's go vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the spine down to the mat, using our 2-piece fingers to take the hold of our big toe and go into our happy baby. Sway from side to side, and when you're ready, find a stagnant position and just stay there. And the aim of this pose is to really welcome in a lot of love and negative energy that goes out of our body. We want positive energy to come in. A wonderful way to open the hips, to wring out everything that no longer serves us, to create space, to create self-love. Just close your eyes and breathe. Remember, you're in control of your body and you're in control of your mind. And love is a way that you get there. So by doing yoga, you are manifesting love into your everyday life. You are caring for yourself. And during these times of uncertainty, we always need some of that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring both legs down. Go ahead and come up. We're going to do fish positions. This time, bringing your hands behind your butt and then you're going to put all of your weight onto your forearms and allow your head to go back onto your mat. So the crown of my head is slightly touching the mat, but all of my weight is on my forearms. This is a wonderful way to open up your throat chakra, all of the chakras, to really welcome in positive energy. Beautiful. To come out of this position, just slowly bring yourself up. And then bringing your hands up all the way over your head. Let's bring ourselves up. Scoot yourselves back. And we're going to do a counter pose. And let's go back into our seated. Bring our hands up. And then if you can, bringing our feet all the way up. So if you can, you're going to go all the way down. And take your big toes and allow your forehead to fall to your tibia. And if you can, just go ahead and bend your knees. Take the bottom of your knees and go ahead and go back down this way. Remember that what we want to do is we want to hinge really from the hips, and we don't want to make sure our back is completely rounded because we want to preserve the back. And what I want you to do here is just relax. Allow yourself really to let go in this posture. Feel that love going into your hamstrings, creating space. Go ahead and come up with your hands up all the way towards the sky and doing a reversed plank. So bringing up that pelvis high, pointing your toes and looking up towards the sky. If you feel comfortable, throw your head back and just breathe here. Hold and breathe. Beautiful. Bring your pelvis down. Let's go ahead and bring our hands in. And you're going to go ahead and face me. We're going to connect both of our legs together, going into our butterfly, so my toes are touching. Inhale, I extend my arms. Now on my exhalation, I bend my elbows, bringing my head towards my toes. And again, creating space in our hips, creating space really in everything. Hold and breathe here. Feeling that nice, deep exhalation and inhalation. Just breathe, just let go. Beautiful. Once you're ready, let's go ahead and come back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And if you can, come into our lotus pose. So lotus pose means that we're going to bring one foot in the crease of our hips and the other one as well. If this is too much for you, if your hips aren't yet open enough, and you can get there, don't worry, just go ahead and stay in classic easy pose. If not, go ahead and bring yourself into lotus pose. And for everyone, let's go ahead and connect our index and thumb together and go into a quick meditative practice. All I want you to do here is bring your hands to your knees, close your eyes, and just breathe. That's it. I just want you to close your eyes and feel how you feel. Just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And it's okay to think of whatever. We're not aiming for anything. I just want you to allow the thoughts to race. Allow whatever you're thinking about run through your mind. Treat your thoughts like clouds. They're just passers-by. The sun is always inside you. It'll always be there. We just want to avoid and let the clouds pass by. So inhale and exhale slowly. When you're ready, let's go ahead and bring our hands up all the way to the sky, bringing them towards your heart, and bowing yourselves to your heart to thank yourself for such a beautiful practice. One more time in, bring our hands up to your third eye chakra, just to thank yourself, to your hips and to your heart, and bow down and thank yourself for such a beautiful way to create space, to create love, and to say thank you to yourself. It was an honor sharing this practice today with you and for cultivating this beautiful thing that we call love. Namaste. If you did connect with this yoga class today, I encourage you to please like, share, and subscribe, and connect with other videos that we have on our web. Thank you so much.